Hey, what's going on, dudes and dudettes? This is Pip Surfer with another daily update for the Cowabunga system. Today's Tuesday, February 17th, 2009. Hope you all had a great trading day, and I hope you all had a great weekend with this long weekend and President's Day yesterday. I did not trade because of the holiday, but I was able to get back into it today, and it was a very exciting day. So I'm glad that you're here with me, and I will just go ahead and get into today's update. First thing I want to do is take a look at some comments from last time I posed, which was last Thursday. First one was from Tight FXTRDR, and he just wants to know, or she wants to know, if our size stock and 5 EMA is trending down for a short, but MACD is already negative, can one still use the signal as a valid entry? The answer is no. And it's as simple as that. Just because it doesn't meet our criteria, the criteria for this system is that for a short signal, MACD does have to be positive and losing value, or positive and turning into negative, in order for us to take the trade. Otherwise, it wouldn't be a complete system. So I know people tweak it and do various things with it, and that's perfectly fine. But as far as the Cowabunga system goes, that has to be part of the rule concerning MACD. Forex Carry is basically just a comment talking about how he or she has used this system and has similar to this system, and has been pulling great pips, and certainly the belief in keeping it simple is much easier and saves you a lot of headache than trying to complicate things with too many indicators and that such. Not to say that it doesn't work, because there are many traders that you look at their charts and you don't know what's going on, but at the same time they know what's going on and they can make the most out of what they have. So everybody trades different, and some people can deal with complicated systems, but for many of us, keeping it simple is the way to go. So thank you again for your comments. I'm looking to see more comments from everybody. I know many of you probably just read and absorb it, which is great, but I believe you'll never really understand and learn unless you ask questions, if you have anything that you're confused with. So feel free to comment, don't hesitate. This is an open community, and we will definitely try to help you out. Now I'm on the tools section, just to look at what the news events for today. Remember, we're trading the cable, which is the sterling and the dollar, so we only want to look at news events that affects these two currencies. And if you see at 4:30 Eastern time AM, it's the CPI for the sterling, and at 9 AM we had net long-term TIC flows for the dollar. So 4:30 and 9 AM Eastern time were the news events that I wanted to watch for. Now that I have that in my notes, I can go to my 4-hour chart and determine my trend. Here you can see we had a big gap. It may just be my charting program, but the most recent trend is down because of this trend change candle right here, which on my chart was at 3 on the 15th, 3 p.m. that is. So, but since then I haven't had any new trend changes, so I'm only looking for short trades because of what has been going on. So you can see that from today's, I'll show you today what it looked like before midnight, and then this is what it looked like after the session's gone, and you can see that there was no new trend change candles. Therefore we're going by whatever the last trend change was, and that was a downtrend. So we're only looking for short trades today. And now I'll go to my 15-minute chart, move it back just before midnight. Okay, now I'm jotting in my notes. I'm only looking for short trades, and I'm gonna watch out for 4:30 and 9 AM Eastern time, because those are my news areas. So I'm just gonna move my chart forward one candle at a time, and you can see what I saw. And right here early on at 12:15, we have a crossover for a short trade. R size below 50, stochastics trending down, and MACD was positive and losing value. This makes this a valid entry. Now the entry would be at the close of this candle, which is at 4204. Now since our nearest 0 or 50 level is right at 4200, that's not a lot of pips for profit. In fact, you're just counterproductive if you're going for 2 or 3 pips. So what I want to do in this case is go for the same amount of pips I'm going to risk, and in this case my stop will be at the most recent swing high at 4228, and that's 24 pips that I'm risking. So if I just subtract 24 from the entry, which is 4204, I'd get a target at 4180. Okay, so that is my target, and I'm just going to try to get it there. Okay, and now I can just let the trade roll, and I'll just move my chart forward. See, we almost got our target hit there, but not quite. And here at 2:15, we had a great momentum candle, which our target was hit. Obviously, it was a clean break. So what I did at this point was trailed my stop to 4180, and then moved my next target to 4150, which is the next 50 or 0 level. You can see on the same candle, 4150 was hit. So again, I trailed my stop and set my next target for 4100. And then I just let my trade roll. And then on the next candle, unfortunately, we just got stopped out at 4150, but still a really good gain, so I'm not complaining. But like with any trade, whether it's positive or negative, you just let it roll, win or loss, and look forward to the next trade. So that's what I'm going to do, and I'm just going to keep moving forward here with my chart. Here we get some retracement, and this was 430, so that's a news candle. We'll just keep moving. So 4:30, and I said 9:45, or excuse me, 9 a.m. was our next news candle to watch for. Okay, so here we have a crossover. RSI is below 50, stochastics trending down. MACD has gone from positive to negative. However, this is at 8:45. News is coming out at 9. So again, we don't want to enter right at news candles. So I avoid this and just simply sit out of the market. And in hindsight, if you look at it, it actually pays off for me. Now, sometimes it'll go with the direction of the crossover, and sometimes I'll miss out. But other times, I would have saved myself. So in this case, I saved myself from losing some pips here, which is great. So I'm happy about that. Here was another crossover at 11:15. Again, RSI is above, below 50. Stochastics trending down, but you can see that MACD is already negative. So in this case, we don't want to enter because it doesn't meet our criteria, and we just sit it out. And as I write, it's about 11:50. So I'm pretty much done trading for today. So we had one win, a very good trade, despite having sideways movement overall for the day. We were still able to get some pips. So that's what's great about the Cowabunga system, is that you can catch those little movements within the overall trend. So hopefully you guys did well. Again, if you have any questions about anything, feel free to ask me. I will try my best to answer them, or ask in the forums. But I encourage you to be active in the community. You will never learn if you don't ask questions. So that's my spiel for today. Hope you all have a great rest of the day, and I will see you all on the next update. Cowabunga, dudes.